Pilot watch review? Pilot watch review.
If I could go back and make things right, I would have it undone. No, I hurt you. Yeah, I was blind. The blame is mine. Yeah, I feel the weight on my shoulders. Know that I regret it. Hope I can repay you for what I've done.
Hello and good morning everyone, Konstantin aka Mr. B back on another Sunday, and today we're going to review the Laco Aachen Blue Hour Basis Pilot's Watch from my good friend Sebastian, who was so kind to lend this watch to me for review. Sebastian, thanks a lot again for helping me out there, guys. Let's go and check this watch out in the review. Alright guys, first let's talk about the technical specification. The Laco does have a lug width of 20 mm, a diameter of 42 mm and a height of 12 mm. Laco does use for their basis line the Miyota 821A movement, which loses -20 or gains to +40 seconds a day. Laco does name this movement Laco 21. Whether they do adjust it or just place the decorated rotor on it, I don't know. I think minimum they do at the rotor. Anyways, the movement does have 42 hours of power reserve, beats with 21,600 beats per hour, is manual windable but doesn't has a hacking second. Anyways, you've got, as mentioned, the rotor, so this watch is an automatic one. The case is totally sandblasted, which gives the watch a very truly stealthy look. It feels very good. The crown is not screwed in. Anyways, we do have a 50-meter water resistance for that watch, which is for a Flieger watch decent enough. I do like how the lugs bend down a bit, so the 42 mm are big but not too big. They hug nicely your wrist, so overall I really do like how they made and finished the case. It works very well with the Type B dial, as well with the onion crown, and I think for that price point is a really well made and finished watch. I really do like the dial of the Laco. The sunburst blue dial plays beautifully with the light, is very well made, and I think adds very well to the sun-blasted case and the grey NATO strap. You do have all numbers and indices here painted with C3 Superluminova. Just the white ring who separates the hours from the minutes is just paint and no lume. Anyways, it's a torch in the night. The C3 is very well applied, and yeah, to see this watch in the night is pretty great. I did try to make a lume shot. My feeling is that the hands do glow a little bit brighter than the lume on the dial. Anyways, I think it's very well made, very well applied. One thing you should know, the C3 is very greenish, so if you would expect a white lume look on this watch, you will not have this. You will every time have a slight greenish glow to it, because yeah, the C3 does load up with light pretty easy and glows as soon as the light hits it. Well, what do I like about the Laco? The first thing is, of course, the dial, the sunburst dial, and how it plays with the light. It's a classical Flieger watch 2.0 because of its dimensions, of its case finish, and the combination of the Type B dial in blue with the sandblasted case and the grayish NATO strap. I know a NATO strap normally is not meant for a Flieger, but still the pilot strap would be more suitable. But I think this is a new interpretation, and it's a very well made one, which I do like a lot. As well, the history of Laco, because it's one of the original 5 suppliers to the German Luftwaffe. The other 4 are Stover, Wempe, IWC and Lange & Söhne. And for a watch collector, this has a bit punch to it, to be frank. Yeah, I could purchase for a bit more money a Steinert Flieger, even with an ETA movement, but Steiner isn't one of the original 5, and this is something which bugs me. I do like this sort of details, this sort of history to a watch, and this is why the Laco does work for me very well. On the other hand, for 340 euros, Sebastian paid 300 euros. You can't go wrong. The finish is well, the movement is decent, and the overall watch is a very nice one. So I think this is a plus and the pro of the watch I do like a lot. Two things I do not like about the Laco. The one thing is the hands. Well, not the lume, not the form, not the size. Well, it's just the color. I would have preferred, especially with the Sunburst blue dial, blue hands, and if you cannot temper them, well, at least paint them blue. I think this would add to the overall appearance and design of the watch, especially with this blue dial, but also with a black dial, blue hands or blue painted hands would, yeah, add a little bit to the design of the watch. Another thing is that the caseback is pressed in. Well, you could argue that this is the original style of the Fliegeruhren, of the Flieger watches, because the original ones doesn't have a caseback pressed into the watch. But especially in terms of maintenance, and if you don't want to send this directly to Laco and get it maintained at a local watchmaker, it complicates a little bit the things. Of course, you've got the tooling there, but still, my personal preference would be screw-in caseback to just, yeah, have an easier access to the movement. Let's talk a bit about the strap of the Laco. I think it's very well made, even though it's an interesting idea. Laco choose a NATO strap for a Flieger watch. Anyways, the clasp is signed with Laco, very well made. The strap itself is thick, sturdy, robust. I think it suits the watch. I did try different straps on this one to give you an impression how it changes. So I just have had some NATO straps here in different colors and some leather straps. Still a classical case design with a classical dial, and you have a strap queen, and this comes true again with the Laco Flieger, a beautiful watch. Laco does offer also a steel bracelet option for this piece, 89 euros, and you can get a steel bracelet, which is very nice for the guys who don't like so much or too much wearing leather or NATO straps. So you've got definitely a steel bracelet option to choose, and even though that it's not the original form, well, NATO isn't either, and I think it makes the watch more versatile from my point of view. Alright guys, this concludes the review of the Laco Aachen Blaustunde Basis Flieger Type B dial. Sebastian again, thanks so much for lending this watch to me for a review, and guys, I'm eager to learn about your opinion of that watch. Please leave comments in the comment section below and share with me and Sebastian your opinion. Guys, I wish all of you now a very happy Sunday afternoon, a good start into the new week. Look forward to see you in the next one. Say goodbye and auf Wiedersehen, euer Konstantin. Ciao guys!